So tell us about this song. Why this song?
Wow, Whiter Shade of Pale. This is one of the most unlikely things I could have ever thought of recording. First off, it's a song that I revere, and I've always adored this song. And getting ready to do the new CD, the producer, Sylvester Rivers, came to me with some suggestions. He wanted to do some cover songs. And doing cover songs is unusual for me in the first place, and that's another conversation, Ashley, you and I can have. But he brought some cover songs in for me to listen to, and one of them was Whiter Shade of Pale. And he brought in the Annie Lennox version. He wasn't even aware that Procol Harum had cut it. So he brought in the Annie Lennox version, and we played it. And I said, there's no fucking way I can cover this song. I mean, listen to this girl sing. Nobody could sing like this. I'm not going to touch this thing. And then, of course, I said, the Procol Harum version, which he didn't know. I said, that's another amazing version. I'd be terrified to touch that song. So, nonetheless, he left me that and some other songs, and I started thinking about it. I thought, oh, what a great song, but wow. And then I mentioned a couple friends was suggested that I do Whiter Shade of Pale, and I was like, laughing, saying, oh, And the friends looked at me and said, Whiter Shade of Pale, yeah, you should do that song. It's a great song. So the more people that I told this idea to, the more people said, yeah, Whiter Shade of Pale, you could do a really good job.
Why Whiter Shade of Pale? I know it's a classic, but why that one?
It's just the one that the producer brought in.
But what is it about this song that I think resonates with people?
Really good question. Well, for me, no one ever knew what this song was about, myself included. So it certainly wasn't the lyrics. So there are some really catchy lyrics to it.
You didn't do the right drugs.
I did most of them, maybe not the right ones, but I think the big hook, of course, was the Matthew Fisher organ part from the original Whiter Shade of Pale. So I thought, well, there's the hook, and there was just always something magical about the song. So even more interesting, when we went into the studio to cut the song, I had learned the Matthew Fisher theme that he played on the organ, the famous theme for it, and I got ready to put that down in the studio, and Sylvester looked at me and says, oh no, we don't want that. That theme is too well known. I said, but Sly, that's the song. That's the hook of the song. He says, oh no, we're going to do something completely different. So he says, I was standing out there with my guitar ready to do this, do the solo on it, and I'd learned the piece and every part and all, and he says, no, we're not going to do that, do something else. So I had no clue what I was going to do, and they turned on the tape machines and they started playing the song, and I just started making up stuff as we went along. And after, about the second or third take where I was noodling around, they stopped it and they said, okay, that's it, we got it. I said, what do you mean we got it? I said, no, I'm just experimenting. They said, no, that's what we want. And that's what you hear me playing.
And how do you feel about it now?
Oh, I love it. I adore it. There was a special guitar sound that I was going for, and I was going to play the original Matthew Fisher theme with it, but I was thinking of the sound that Eric Clapton got when he was with Derek and the Dominoes doing Bell Bottom Blues, and I thought, that'd be a great sound for this song.
When this started off, I immediately felt an Eric Clapton type vibe on it, but then it takes off into another space altogether.
Oh, good. So then it worked, because that's who I was thinking of and channeling. How would Eric approach this song? And I experimented with some little sounds and stuff to try to get that sound, and I did. But what's even more interesting is that the arrangement that Sly did for it, and the way that it's played. It's like a soul song. It's like an Otis song, the way that it's arranged and comes down. So it was a wonderful experiment, which really came off.
Solomon King does slow hand.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's cool. All right.